Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Mage,
And this is Mog.
and today we're going to be bringing you a bit of an old school game, actually. So this is just a FML custom game. It's from 2 years ago, back before the Play Free for All bot existed, or even the FML ladder existed. So people just gather on Garena because bots were actually not in big use then, and get together and play games. And we've actually got a pretty star-studded cast for you today. So I'm going to go ahead and start in the top left corner. We have 3WD Simo, who is actually better known as Maga. This is his leftover tag from when he played in Clan 3WD, and actually was a relatively good solo player back then. Below him, we have Humans7ar, fortunately using the same tag that is used for pretty much everything, so he'll be easy to tell. And below him, we have Daselend, who we'll just call Dase. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's possible I'm not. And he's actually playing Night Elf in this game. He is more normally known for playing Orc, but he is able to off-race as Night Elf, and it'll be interesting to see if this is it during his phase of just not talking at all. I know for a while at least he decided to quit talking just because he was fed up with all the manip, and it actually turned out really, really badly for him because nobody knew when he was being hit, and he would just get eliminated and go out of the game without so much as a GG. And then on the right side, in this pretty much perfect position, is Lightweight. As you can see, he has nobody spawned above or below him, and he should be off to a great start because of that. The map is Monsoon, which is a bit of an odd free-for-all map, and really not considered a great one by a lot of people just because of the fact that the spawns can turn out really shitty the way they did here. However, I have somebody's assurance that this is a very good game, so we're going to go ahead and get this started in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, and this is also a relatively short game, under an hour, and it's action-packed, I believe, so everybody should get ready for a good one. Or else I'm
Ready?
going to have to yell at some people if not. My sources may be lying to me, but I don't think so.
You have sources now?
I do, I've always had sources.
Oh, okay.
It's Persuade.
Oh, well.
No, it's not
I
actually
don't know.
Persuade. I was going to say, no, this is actually one of those few things that if it's not good, I can't blame him. So we've got...
Always blame him.
I can,
But,
you're right.
okay.
Dase saying, what is his build order here? And it actually looks pretty standard to me so far, except he's got 5 in the gold mine already. But I don't know. I take 1 out of the gold earlier, move my first Moonwell into the gold mine so I can get extra wood.
Okay, that's not standard. That's just you being ridiculous.
Well, I'm smarter than everybody then.
Right, that's... I wouldn't go there, this cast.
No, I'm
We'll
smarter
just
than
leave
everybody.
it at that. So,
Shut up. We do see that Humans7ar picking up a Archmage. He'll be the first one to get a hero out. Looks like Magadansky is going for a pretty typical Fiend build. Got a second ghoul on the way now. Interesting to see what Dase will pick up as his first hero. Because back during this time, I believe the standard was Panda first, followed by Priest of the Moon and Keeper of the Grove third. Mountain King first for Lightweight over on this side, and Lightweight is sending out a scout, so he's going to realize his fortunate position very soon.
yeah, this map, as you already touched on earlier, this spawning location right now is just the perfect reason why I hate this map for free-for-all and why most players do. I'm really glad that now FML has a better version where you have fixed locations.
We
Because
do.
what is Humans7ar supposed to do? I mean,
He's supposed to break out onto the elf.
okay, and that leaves Maga and Lightweight free to horde, and Maga can go the whole top, and Lightweight can go bottom, and even after Humans7ar kills the elf, he still doesn't have enough gold mines. You know what I mean? So,
No, that's certainly true. On the other hand, you can get shafted in spawns in a lot of maps too. The only difference here is it's harder to cross expo. I mean, ideally,
it-
Humans7ar would cross expo in the bottom or the top somewhere and work it out with Lightweight.
right. Either way, one player's gonna get screwed over, and they'll hit him anyways. So, you know, there's not enough, in my opinion, enough gold mines on this map to have a spawn location like this. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. But it does create usually a little faster paced games, which is nice.
Yeah, which is great for us for casting.
And Dase goes for the Dark Ranger first. So I believe this is a bit of an oddity at the time, although I'm not positive because I can barely remember my games from like 2 weeks ago, let alone 2 years ago. However, I'm guessing he'll go for Panda second, and then I'll be interested to see what his third hero is.
Yeah.
Because Rectify likes to claim credit for popularizing Dark Ranger, followed by Panda, followed by Keep of the Grove. But if Dase gets it now, then we can just call Rectify a lying piece of shit, and everybody's happy when that happens.
I've been playing free for all for a lot of years, so I don't know. I mean, I wasn't playing free for all at this point in time, I don't think, so I don't really know what was popular. But
Nublex's combo was the most popular for Elf at the time. It was, as I said earlier, Panda, Potom, Keep of the Grove, and it was very effective, obviously. And people scouted a lot better then. Imagine that.
Yeah, because of the scout elf.
Yeah.
The best ability.
Night Elves has gotten rid of that and then just stopped scouting in general, myself included.
Because who uses real units to scout? I mean, really.
It seems like a lot of work.
Humans7ar has really good creeping right now. He's already got level 3 on his Art Mage. He's getting his first expansion. Well, he's about to be getting it up.
Yep, and he'll be the first person to get the expansion up. Magadansky following close behind here, although I'm not sure how quickly he's going to go for this expansion. He is a little bit low on the resources right now, and he started his tech, so he may go ahead and start the gold mine and hope that his tech finishes at the same time the mine does to populate it. And we do see Humans7ar obviously has scouted and is now going up top to get as many creeps as he can. So you're right, he does have a good start to creeping, and he absolutely needs to keep it up if he wants to have any chance of competing with the other players who have the open spots.
Right, and Lightweight's doing an interesting move. I kind of like it, though. He's going for the different gold mine first instead of his natural, because he's all alone. He's not really in danger of getting rushed, I would say. At least it would be out of the ordinary.
That would be a bold move.
Yeah.
That would be a very bold move with where he is positioned. Yeah, I like that idea.
With Human, if he can get some towers up, he pretty much has free access to the red creep also later on, as well as that gold mine, of course. So
yeah, this map is very easy to put choke points up on, which is annoying.
Especially with Human.
Well, Human's always annoying, but
It's true. Okay, so we're
and I was gonna say Maga and Humans7ar here overlapping a little bit, and
free team. Ban them both.
Takes about 10 seconds for them to actually notice that they're near each other before Maga decides to start hitting him. And this could be very interesting if Maga hits Lightweight, but it does look like he is going to back off. Let's see which way he goes. But Lightweight has a ton of low HP footmen. Will be going ahead and getting a couple of scrolls of regeneration now, and will not be in time, it doesn't look like, though. Maga could do a lot of damage right now. Does get the stun off on the Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiend is going to get into Surround. Defend goes up, which is really going to be hard for Maga to counter. I mean, his best unit now are going to be the Skeleton Warriors, oddly enough. And he's going to have to decide if he wants to try and trade Crypt Fiend for Foots or what. Nice job putting the Crypt Fiend in there to try and block the Surround, but doesn't look like it will quite be enough. And second Crypt Fiend goes down. We may see the third Crypt Fiend go down in a moment here. Magadansky losing this trade right now, has only killed off 2 or 3 footmen in a trade for 3 Crypt Fiends. Obviously not what you want to do, and not going to be able to pull off the Surround on the Mountain King.
Yeah, Lightweight played that really well with all those low HP units. He still managed to defend. He had some really good bolts.
And Humans7ar going to come here, get a Jack, barely manages to get the TP off, and Maga going to follow it up, see if he can go ahead and kill off the Mountain King, because Lightweight has such an open base right now. He only needs 20 more mana to go ahead and get his coil. Lightweight going to go ahead and call to Militia right now and try to get a Surround off, protect his Mountain King. Mountain King does not yet have enough for a Stormbolt, and Maga, taking the long route around, may not be able to get back to the Mountain King in time. Lightweight showing some very nice pathing skills right now, and that Mountain King just running along there, but Maga does have enough for his coil now and should be able to catch up. And interestingly enough, Humans7ar creeping Lightweight's main, or natural expansion as we go. But here we go, Mountain King probably going to purchase a Potion of Invisibility, and we'll go ahead and, nope, TP instead. Odd choice there.
Well, he got the boots, which is smart.
Yeah.
He can outrun. And the Paladin's about to pop out, so he can heal him.
And no longer will it be 1 coil to kill the Mountain King either. So, interesting start to the game to say the least, and Maga could get himself in some trouble here if he's not careful with that Death Knight.
So we've pretty much been ignoring Dase at this point. He's just also being ignored by all 3 other players.
Which he's fine with, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, of course. He's getting a second expansion up. That's good.
And Humans7ar on the way down now, actually. So they should overlap a little bit here, it looks like.
I don't think, yeah, Dase is not in trouble. I mean,
nah, I don't think Humans7ar well, Humans7ar might want to fight him, actually.
Humans7ar wants to fight everyone.
He's a human and he's a star. Just going for the easy kill on the archers at the moment, it looks like. Noel Warden, interesting choice there by Humans7ar to pick that up, but it goes down momentarily as well. And now Maga going to be harassing Lightweight's expansion, actually, and he's going to be in trouble of getting a surround off here. And with the Paladin, we do see the Death Knight go down, so Magadansky, the first one to lose his hero after chasing Lightweight's around for so long. TP goes off for Dase at the same time, and a little bit of chaos thrown into the early game.
Yeah, I'm surprised that, well, I'm surprised at both of those engagements. I mean, I don't know what Maga was thinking with that, and I'm surprised Dase couldn't hold off Humans7ar, but I guess he really didn't have many units. It was just skeletons and they died off.
Human to Imba.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's go around and look at the bases here and see what people are doing. Dase going for a more ground-based army, it looks like at the moment. I don't see any Chimera Roost going up. He does have a Priest of the Moon coming out as his third hero. He's sitting at 600 gold, 300 wood, with 1 expansion up. Humans7ar has 2,000 gold already, 400 wood, however he is not quite to castle, just about to get there. 2 Griffin Aviaries up and a workshop in the works, it looks like. 1 expansion at the moment. And Lightweight, just go around, very open base, somewhat odd, castle on the way. Rough early game for such a great position. Does have 1 expansion up with a 2nd in the works. And I was going to say, he is getting harassed badly at that expansion. We'll see if the Mountain King is going to be in any danger here. More likely it will be the Lich, though. Lich does not have boots, does get the TP pass to it, and will TP out here. And one more, nope, Peasant doesn't go down. Nice heal on Lightweight's part there. Back up to our last player, Magadansky, actually going for a Necromancer A-bomb army, it looks like. The Abominations are pumping out of that slaughterhouse after. He is at 200 gold, 100 wood, and capped at 60 at the moment with 41 food. He's going to push up to 50 very quickly right now. He is not in good shape macro-wise at the moment, though, and has wasted a lot of time harassing Lightweight without getting many heroes. I think Humans7ar and Dase both off to the best starts for creeping. Lightweight should catch up momentarily, but for where he was, you'd think he'd be a lot better off.
Yeah, he's doing a good job, though, all things considered. I mean, he's gotten hit by 2 players, and Maga's going to hit him. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to creep.
Maga going to grab that last red creep, it looks like. Yeah. And Dase, nice job creeping this here. And Humans7ar coming in. We could see a Jack at the moment, actually.
Yeah, definitely.
Fortunately, Mountain King only level 2 at the moment, so not a huge threat, but just annoying enough that you don't really want to be fighting the creeps at the same time as Humans7ar.
Dase's gotten all of these really low, so this is like the worst time.
Yeah. No, this you don't want to give this up either.
No.
And Humans7ar going to try and take out that Priest of the Moon, but Dase does go ahead and staff it out. Dase grabs level 4 on the Dark Ranger, taking out the creeps slowly but surely, and just trying to ensure that he gets credit for what he has done already. But he is going to be forced to TP out here, and he will not grab the Ogre Lord, which means that the good item will go to Humans7ar here instead. And it's a Mask of Death, so not a huge thing, but at least worth the gold that you could sell it for, if nothing else. Let's see, what did Magadansky grab? So Maga got a Crown of Kings. Great item drop for him. And
question for you. Would you put that on the Lich? I would put that on the Lich.
The Crown of Kings?
Yeah.
I think I would put it on Lich later. I think early on, just the fact that you want that, both the health and the mana for the Death Knight. I'd probably keep it on the Death Knight until level 4 or level 5.
Okay.
I just think at level 2, the Frost Nova is not worth as much as the Death Coils are.
Well, I understand, but the health-wise, it's a good health boost for the Lich.
You could just buy a Parafit for the Lich.
A bigger damage dealer, so it's kind of beneficial in all ways, I think, for the Lich. Whereas the Death Knight, you really just want to keep alive. He's not there to deal damage, he's there to use spells and have an aura. You know what I'm saying? I
mean, to be fair, it does add strength and intelligence, both of which help keep it alive and help it keep casting spells.
Okay. I'll agree to disagree.
I'll agree that you're wrong, it's fine.
At least he's not putting on the Dreadlord. Does he have a Dreadlord?
I don't think he has it yet, yeah.
Correct.
I was going to say, so Lightweight and Human Star engaging again, and we went, Lightweight got a Blood Mage third, which you can see used it for, picked Banish first. However, that's going to be pretty low here and going to have to get staffed out. Human Star has a, 2 Griffins to 2 Dragonhawk Riders, which, not going to go well. Well, unless he picked up Silence somewhere, I didn't see it. My bet's on Lightweight right now.
Dragonhawk Riders have a spell? Alright, so there's abominations on the field right now. Never ever seen this from Maga. I know this was a long time ago though.
And Maga at 62, which also you don't see very often. Not that he doesn't break food early, but the fact that he went for 62 and is going to go ahead. The Human Star is keeping out, by the way. Yeah, that he's not going directly from 50 to 80 and is instead just skipping along and going at measly little numbers in between. But his hero is now becoming pretty good shape. We have the Lich up to level 3, Death Knight at level 4. And I do feel like we should check back in on Dase, because we keep kind of ignoring him, but he's probably in a pretty good spot right now. Almost to 80 food. Going for a Chippo army, 1-1 upgrades at the moment. He's got 4-1 on his heroes, I believe, with pretty much nothing on the Priestess of the Moon. And Maga going to go ahead and attack Lightweight as well, it looks like. So Lightweight having an interesting 2v1 where nobody really doing anything against him until Maga's attacking now. And these guard towers are pretty expensive, especially with the wood. So if they don't do enough defense for Lightweight, he could put him in a bad position. And building a knight as well. So we're going to see some abominations versus knight fights.
Very interesting.
Exciting.
It's gonna be tough to hold. I think he'll be okay with his heroes. We'll see.
As long as he doesn't lose heroes carelessly, I think he'll be fine. An interesting, I don't know if Maga does not have web or just has the autocast turned off and not using it. But
That's
losing that destroyer pretty quickly. And yeah, Maga should probably go ahead and TP out here. This fight is not looking very good for him.
Well, he's gonna get the Blood Mage, maybe.
Yeah, but nope, staffs
Oh,
it
nice
out.
stab.
Well saved by Lightweight there. And Dase going to go ahead and hit Human Star on the other side, it looks like. So we got a TP out from Lightweight here. MK going down is pretty much the one thing that he has to worry about. Lich coming in should be able to nuke 2 things. So going to go ahead and take the Blood Mage out first. Solid choice on that part. Yep, he does get him down. Just looking back over here, we do have a Gyro versus Hippogriff fight pretty much at the same time. We'll keep our attention on Lightweight for the moment, though, as we see the Mountain King getting very low, and the Mountain King does go down, so Maga loses his Dreadlord, but trades it off for the Mountain King. Obviously, you know which one you prefer there, but Maga probably going to have to TP out soon. Doesn't have much to take down the air at the moment. However, he is sticking in for the moment. We've got Human Star is at 71, so we got a pretty much an 81st 80 food with Dase and Human Star once Dase continues to engage. And at the moment, it's just a little bit of a harass going on with the Death Knight and the Lich at the moment, probably trying to take down the Paladin before TP's out.
Yeah, Maga's just trying to get as much experience as he can. He's almost at level 5 on his Death Knight.
Yep, it's not going that smoothly for him, though.
Well, he might get this Paladin.
Paladin's going to
If
be able
he
to
gets
Divine
that.
Shield again.
Yeah, okay.
So Dase on the other side down here. Human Star does have a level 5 Archmage already, but we can see the power of silence going on. And oof, Lich getting very low there. Let's see if we get a TP pass or just a heal and a retreat. So it does look like Maga can unengage there pretty easily. Or disengage, sorry about that. And Dase looks to be doing pretty well in his fight so far.
Dase's winning his fight for sure. All of his units are very low, but if he can back up right now, he's in great shape.
Yeah, if he can go ahead and get a scroll off. And the Priestess of the Moon is going to go down, though. And we will see both of the Chimeras get out safely. And Maga going to go ahead and just TP out there. So he was doing a little bit of harassing at the expansion. And we do see Human Star actually putting up a cross expansion here. Good move on his part. So we'll have pretty much everybody at 2 expansions. Although Lightweight looks to be putting up a 3rd as we speak.
Yeah, and in the Dase fight, we saw, I don't know if you were watching it, but this is why most humans don't go gyrocopters, or flying machines, I guess they're called officially. You really have to micro them, because they die in just a few hits. And Human Star stopped microing them for just a second, and pretty much lost all of them to the hippos. Once the hippos get up on them, you know, you're pretty much done. So
And especially with 0 armor upgrade and a panda, they just melt. I mean, when you get level
Yeah.
3 Breath of Fire, it's, I think, 180 or 190 of the hit points go away on flying machines.
Yeah, it's like one hit and they die.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, humans are held, but he definitely lost more there. Dase got some good levels, and he didn't really lose as much.
No, although Dase's gold still very low. Human Star at 50 right now. That could be dangerous. But at 2,000 gold, whereas Dase going back up to 80 at 200 gold. So we'll see if it pays off. But it looks like Dase wants to continue the engagement there and continue fighting Human Star. And Human Star could be caught off guard a little bit. He does not have a particularly strong base. He is towering up his expansion a little bit more. But if Dase decided to push into the main of his base, then Human Star is going to be in trouble.
Yeah, and Human Star's going up to 80, or he's trying to. He doesn't have the resources. He's really low on lumber. It's really hurting him. And that's happens a lot with human, especially on maps with no Goblin Lab.
Mm-hmm.
Another reason why this map is bad.
And on the top here, it does look like Lightweight is going to take out Magadanski's second expansion uncontested, but we're going to see Maga go ahead and go back right back to Lightweight's expansion here. Lightweight going to TP in, not going to let this one go without a fight. So really interesting position here for Magadanski, and
Maga
this mass air going to be bad news for him. So yeah, he needs to get his TP out of there right now.
Down just a second. Wow. And
That didn't take very long.
Kings on it. Clearly, the Dreadlord is going to go down in a second. Yeah.
Hey, I said once the
Ouch.
Death Knight got 4 or 5, it should pass over to him,
You did say that.
and he is now 5. But yeah, I'm not sure why the hell Maga is still in this fight.
Maga's done. I mean, he's done the gold.
There we go. Does TP out now, but going to lose that Frostworm too. And Lightweight at 73 food, so didn't lose all that much. And obviously his army just much better counter here. Didn't even see it, but Human Star and Dase are fighting again. And look how low all of Human Star's heroes are at the moment. And Flying Machine's not holding up well to the Hippogriff here.
Especially with scrolls. I mean, they just don't have the damage output. They don't last long enough.
I would say even with the towers helping, there's still about 5 Hippogriffs now. And Dase has 2 Chimeras, so it's going to be a question of how long can he siege down these towers and how long it takes him to get into the base. Human Star back to 50, does have good gold here, nice staff there by Dase, but running low on lumber again, and not sure when he's going to switch over to tanks. Seems like that would be the prudent thing to do.
It would. I don't know that he... Well, he just doesn't have lumber. He's got enough gold. He's got to fix that.
I mean...
He's going to be out pretty soon.
Yeah, flying machines are not particularly wood effective, though. Do you remember how much they cost off the top of your head?
I do not.
So neither do I, unfortunately, but I don't think they're cheap.
I think it's... No, I think they are cheap. I think it's like...
Wood-wise?
Either... It's between 10 and 30.
I was going to say, I thought it was 20, but I don't play human, obviously. But I mean, at 10 food, that's 200 wood.
Okay, yeah, that's true. But they build really fast, and he might be... You know, you might get into that panic mode where you feel like, I need units to defend right now. Tanks are going to take too long.
That's fair. Although he is the one attacking Dase now.
That's true. Sorry, I was trying to defend you, okay?
So he's probably not overly worried, but as you can see, there we go. We see the flying machines just get half damage there from the Panda, and especially with Human Star now retreating, the Panda has a great opportunity to go ahead and melt the rest of the flying machines.
Dase should push. I mean, he's at 80 still. He's been winning fights. And Humans are is continually at like 60 because he's losing units and trying to rebuild.
Yeah.
So
this extra expansion Human Star put up, though, really helping him quite a bit.
it is, but I think Dase could still kill him if you just continue to push.
I think you're correct on that front. And if nothing else, I mean, Dase is going to get level 6 Dark Ranger before long and level 5 Pandarian Brewmaster, both of which very important. Other news...
Sorry.
I was going to say, just looks like Lightweight going to go ahead and bring the attack into Magadanski's base now.
I have an educational point for our bot players who are watching. This is a good thing that Dase is doing, in that I just thought of, where even though he could probably kill Human Star right now, in all of these fights, he's killing a lot of units and he's not losing much, and it's what we call toming, because he's gaining a good hero advantage, and he's not spending a ton of resources doing it. So it's kind of good he's keeping Human Star alive, so to speak, because while it's 4 away, he's not going to get teamed, more than likely.
That's true, although he's not doing a very good job. Actually, speaking of the devil, just did scout out Human Star's two other expansions. He's also, Human Star's now moved on to tanks, which if you're Night Elf, that's kind of what you're afraid of, is that
Yeah.
Human is going to get wise at some point and start building tanks. Since even if you have a big advantage, it can be difficult to fight this. Up top, we do have a battle between Magadansky and Lightweight. Maga has already lost his Dreadlord, and it looks like at the moment the fight is going Lightweight's way, although now enough Fiends to go ahead and make a significant difference by webbing all these units. AMS shield up on a lot of the units. Nice job by Magadansky to get that on before the fight started or during the fight. Hard to tell at the moment who exactly is, or how much Maga is losing this fight by is what I should be saying. But he has kept his... damn it. Alright. Dase fighting as well with Lightweight, or Human Star down here. And it looks like he's having issues with these tanks. Panda very low. Not yet level 6. Yeah, not level 6 on the Archmage yet, fortunately for him. But Panda is being forced to staff back there. Never good news when that happens. And Maga pretty much losing all of his units here, it looked like. Lightweight just... really nice fight, really nice army combination versus. Not sure why Maga is not going for more typical gargoyles, to be honest. But Dase has drained most of the Moonwells in his base and does not have a ton of hit points on his Panda at the moment. However, Human Star no longer pushing super strong, and Dase should be able to defend this part at least relatively easily, but you can see how...
tank and not the heroes.
Yeah, that single tank is taking out a lot of the Chimeras, and the Spellbreakers here, nice touch by Human Star, just to drain the mana from Panda, because you can have all those breakers focus down the heroes, and Night Elf heroes rely an insane amount on their heroes and the hero spells. So, Siege Engine will finally go down. We'll see if the Priest of the Moon manages to stay alive here. Does get staffed out. Unfortunately, it leaves the Panda wide open, and the Panda not going to be able to get its Potion of Vulnerability off here.
Panda had full mana. He didn't use Breath of Fire at all. I know it doesn't affect breakers, but even against one tank,
it's worth it.
You should use it.
Lightweight pushing into Maga's physical base here. Somewhat surprised he's not going for the expansion first, but nice job taking out the ghouls here. Doesn't know if Maga's low on wood, hoping he is, obviously, and by taking out the ghouls would cripple his economy. Human Star going to be able to push into Dase's expansion, and this Dark Ranger going to have to TP out. Or die, whichever. One or the other. Looks like Dreadlord has gone down again, so Magadansky not having any luck keeping that alive. And now we're going to see the Death Knight very low on mana. And there we go, Magadansky saying, A-Click Lightweight wins again. So Maga out of the game. That leaves us with a three-way Lightweight, Human Star, and Dase. And it'll be a question of, do Dase and Human Star decide to peace here and allow Lightweight to continue mining? I mean, he is going off at 3 expansions. Human Star obviously feels like he's probably in a pretty good position here. But at the same time, he might need Dase's help to take out Lightweight. So it's a tough decision. What do you do in this situation?
Well, at this situation, I would try and finish Dase, get level 6 on your Archmage, and in that position, you feel like you can probably win with mass TP against a human that doesn't have mass TP. At least I would feel that way because it's such a good spell.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, you gotta figure, I don't know how well Human Star is scouted at this point, but
Not very well.
you would figure that Lightweight's heroes are probably equally as high as Human Star's, if not a little higher from taking out Magadansky already. And that would worry me quite a bit if I was in Human Star's position, especially because while he is winning the fight slowly but surely against Daselend, it's not going as quickly as he would hope, I suspect. Dark Ranger going to be in prime position to be taken down here soon. He does not have a TP on it. Looks like Dase will safely get back into his base until Human Star finishes taking out his Expo, though.
A note for all you elves out there, don't build Druid of the Talon against Spellbreakers. It's never good. It doesn't work on any level.
No. I suppose maybe one for Cyclone.
No. Maybe. But no. Maybe if you're really good at microwing, you could Cyclone the Paladin or something and target the Archmage. I don't know. It's not worth it.
So, nice decision here by Dase to try and make him focus on the Town Halls. But as you said, level 6 Archmage with mass teleportation. obviously has a lot of advantages to it. And even with that, though, really nothing in range to be able to prevent the expansion from going down, except repairing it as much as possible. Archmage slowly but surely taking it down, and it looks like the Town Hall will live. So Dase buys himself a little bit of time, but forced to sacrifice 2 of his Chimeras. On the other hand, all of the tanks were left behind here, so Dase will be able to take out at least 2 of the tanks, since the Mass TP did not grab them.
Yeah, and this is where Fairy Fire is good.
Just to clarify?
Just to clarify, it helps a lot against tanks.
And
most humans will pair tanks with Spellbreakers, so...
It's a very lethal combo against Night Elves. So, true. Although Orc can handle it a lot better than others.
I think Lightweight is just gonna win. I mean, look at the perfect situation he's in. Even though he's at 100 food right now, which he doesn't need to be, he's probably just gonna kill Humans7ar right now. So.
Yeah, and there's pretty much been no talking going on this entire game. So I'm guessing Dase has no idea that Lightweight's being hit right now. He's just wondering why Humans7ar hasn't come back to finish him off yet. He also has a lot of really low hippogriffs, which are not going to be very helpful.
Yeah, Humans7ar does have a good unit combination against what Lightweight has, so there's that.
Yeah, although he is 33 food below what Lightweight is at as well, which always hurts a little bit. You do see a lot of Lightweight's army, though, going down pretty quickly here to the tanks, so Lightweight is going to be forced to TP out here. And this would be a good chance for Humans7ar to let Dase know that he's being hit by Lightweight as well, since I can completely see a scenario where Dase is going to go ahead and try and hit Humans7ar.
Yeah, I can too, and this is where Manip is really important, because Humans7ar somehow has 8,000 gold, and if I was playing in this game, I would not ever think he has that. I would think he's probably the lowest in gold. Maybe
yeah, absolutely.
Dase, but I would definitely think Lightweight has more. So, you know, all it would take was a simple manip like Lightweight has all the right side, you know, or something like that. And I would think Dase would probably agree and say maybe I should hit Lightweight. You could also say something like, you know, Mountain King level 6. That's always pretty scary.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things you could say.
Or just, I'm being hit by Lightweight as well. Don't hit me right now.
Right.
Just scout. But on the other hand,
you know,
Humans7ar is going to be forced to TP in here. Did not bring any tanks, so this could be pretty beneficial for Dase. And on the other hand, tanks are going to be hit by Lightweight, so Humans7ar are going to be double teamed at the moment. Just really bad timing on decisions on his part. If I was Humans7ar, I would probably go ahead and TP out or mass TP to the tanks. Lightweight just going to leave him. So Lightweight going for Humans7ar's base at the moment, actually.
And we're about to see someone die with 8k gold.
Yep. With only 60 food at the moment, too, so he could easily go ahead and start massing production. But does look like this should be relatively easy for Lightweight to clean up here. Humans7ar did manage to kill off that Pandarian Brewmaster, and Dark Ranger is getting pretty low here, so Humans7ar TP's out with his Archmage, and he's TPing into Lightweight with 3 incredibly low heroes. So Archmage going to go down. Nope, good staff there. But still not going to help, and probably going to make sure. Paladin TPing out.
Can't hit the Archmage because it's
correct.
Staffed.
It's magic immune at the moment.
Yeah.
So now Humans7ar has a ton of tanks next to Dase, and Dase can go ahead and just try to kill him off with Talons and Heroes, which will take forever.
Yes, it will, but it's the right decision. Well, unless Dase manipped, you know, and they agree to team Lightweight, which I know most people hate teaming, I know most people hate manip, but it is the right play at this point. It's not over manip, it's just simply, like, this is where you manip, you know?
I was gonna say, at this point it's not even so much manip as just talking and letting the other player know what's going on. It's making up for a scouting deficiency from the players.
Yeah.
Which, if they scouted better, probably wouldn't need to do that, but I'm relatively sure Dase still has no idea that Lightweight is hitting him.
No, I don't think so. But he does have Scout Owl, so...
He's got it. He hasn't used it much, but he's got it.
He's using it right now.
To go to Maga.
I don't know where it's going.
It's going to Maga. To see if Maga decided to reconnect to the game yet.
Maybe he's thinking. Like,
Oof, that Mage. That's a big amount of damage with Banish there.
Yeah. And it goes down. But
boy, as Tank is doing a lot of damage to all this air, and nice scroll there to save everything. So mass TP is no longer an option. I do not believe that Humans7ar has an altar. He's been trying to rebuild one, but it got caught by Lightweight earlier. So might have to try and Tavern his hero. I presume he has enough golden wood to do that. The wood would be the bigger question.
Yeah, definitely. I'm surprised Daselend's not at 50 supply right now. I mean, it would be risky, but he's behind in the game, and he has to know that he's behind.
Yeah, I would think so. And he does have 3 mines.
Yeah, so it's like the perfect, it's high risk, high reward. But doing just kind of going a happy median right now, middle of the road style with 80 supply and not doing anything, is kind of like the worst decision to make. Because you're not putting yourself ahead by being greedy, and you're not pushing an advantage army-wise by fighting.
So Humans7ar just left the game.
Oh, okay.
I think he might have lagged out, but I'm not positive.
He had to have. He wouldn't leave the game with 8,000 gold and a level 6 Mage.
You wouldn't think so, at least. So I just want to check something quick technically, so can we go ahead and pause the game at 34:45?
Yes.
Okay. And I just want to make sure that the mic is recording. I just had this terrible feeling. Alright, I think it is. Hope it is. We'll see.
Well, we've had a nice chat watching this game.
Well, I'm going to go with it. It is. Alright,
Okay.
so you ready to resume in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we've got Lightweight's got 100, 1,200 gold, Dase at 83, 500 gold, both mining off quite a few mines at the moment, but you can see that Lightweight has already drained his quasi-natural since he took it earliest. Has about 1,000 left in his actual natural, 7,000 left in that main, and Dase has pulled his wisps, is not mining his natural, and instead just mining the other 2 mines. Looks like Lightweight should be engaging here. We do see the Dragonhawk Riders go ahead and use their special there. Silence goes off. Nice silence on that part. That's part of why Night Elf Dark Ranger is so good against human. However, Banish goes off on the Priest of the Moon, and Priestess of the Moon just gets staffed out in time. Nice fight from Dase here, going very well in his direction. You see Charm go off on the Griffin Rider, and really big turnaround there. Not what I expected so far.
Not at all.
Dragonhawk Riders rendered somewhat useless when Silence goes off on them on bulk like that. And Panda comes in with a huge Breath of Fire there. Banish does go off on the Pandarian Brewmaster. We'll see how much damage he can do in time, but not many Griffin Riders are left around to do anything. At the moment, it's pretty much just 3 Chimeras, a Griffin Rider, Pandarian Brewmaster, versus all these human heroes, and Lightweight just kind of morbidly laughing about how much he lost there.
Well, he's laughing because his Mountain King was right next to the Panda, and he bolted the Panda, and the Panda used the invul potion.
So we do see the Dark Ranger go down there.
Yeah. But overall, that was an incredible fight for Dase. Really good micro. Perfect timings. Good targeting.
We're now at the point, though, where Lightweight's heroes are going to be able to take out most of Dase's army by itself.
He should definitely run.
Yeah, that would be a smart decision. We'll TP out here, and
Why did he TP?
I don't know. I think he misclicked.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Well, what a fight. I can't get over that fight. I really thought going in that was just going to be the end of the game, and Lightweight was going to just win.
Yeah, if it weren't for the fact that the replay appears to go on a little longer.
I know. Trying not to look at that, so I'm not, like...
Cheating?
Yeah. Good way to put it.
But Lightweight does have very good heroes at the moment. However, he is critically low on wood especially, but wood and gold in general. And we're going to see him go ahead and produce some flying machines now.
Is Dase not reviving his Dark Ranger? He's not.
You don't really need a Dark Ranger, do you?
You do, and it's a level 6 Dark Ranger.
Oh, I was confused. Well, clearly he's trying to stay at 80 so he can mine out a good bit. The problem obviously being he's staying at 80 with some units dead. He's gonna go ahead and kill off this Griffin Rider, I think, and detonate a Wisp.
Okay. And like kill 6 supply of something. Not 6, 5.
Well, he could do 6, it would just be a little inefficient.
Why did I say so? I was thinking in my head kill 3 hippogriffs.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways.
Once he gets this Griffin Rider killed off by towers, that'll be 4.
Well,
He's now at 81. He taverned it. Oh, and he needs to detonate a Wisp.
Detonate, please.
This would be a good time to go kill all these tanks with the Priest of the Moon and get level 5 on it.
This would be a good time to not be at 81 supply.
Well, that too.
Come on, Dase. Come on, you were just playing so well. He is killing expansion. I guess that's good.
Yeah, I mean, you like to see that, but he is losing quite a bit of gold at the moment.
Yeah.
And he's going to have all 3 of these Chimeras done in, I think.
Well, there goes. He's going to go back down to under 80.
You think that'll do it?
I think so.
But should be actually get a pretty good engagement here, though. We'll see how well Lightweight can manage to micro these flying machines. Actually, this is going fine for him so far, I think.
Yeah, but that Breath of Fire was...
Yeah, that Breath of Fire was pretty brutal, and these Hippogriffs doing a lot of damage considering they're really low to begin with.
Yeah.
Does manage to get the Dark Ranger out of the way this time, though, and has to be careful with this Priest of the Moon because it has the only remaining TP left in the fight, so he will go ahead and get that out, and bam, that Chimera had a lot of damage done to it via Banish.
Yes, it did. However, it was good for Dace to lose his anti-air. It's because the worst feeling in the world is when you're Night Elf and you have like
100 food Hippogriffs.
yeah, and then the human comes in with mass tanks.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I guess I lose.
Yeah, that's not very fun or helpful.
However, Lightweight's building more and more flying machines, so this is kind of like a mind game if you think about it. If I were Dace, I would be massing chims and not building any more anti-air.
I think he's going to keep his Druids of Talon on the ground, actually, because there are no breakers for Lightweight at the moment, and Fairy Fire obviously does affect flying machines, so that might, I don't know, if you get a Fairy Fired flying machine hit by Breath of Fire level 3, does it one-hit it?
You don't really need anti-air if you have a level 6 Panda and 2 other heroes that can hit air.
Yeah.
I mean, against flying machines. Against, like, Griffins, you do.
Thank you for clarifying. No, you're correct, though. And he's actually going ahead and getting Hippogriffs, and he's going to use Bird Form.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's doing that.
You can cast Fairy Fire with Bird Form.
Yeah, but they're going to die quick. The hell are these Druids of Talon? I've never seen them before. Where do you get them?
Units that can transform into birds? Oh my gosh.
God, it's almost like there are ones that transform into bears, too, or something.
No, they don't. That's a myth.
Okay, I was just checking. So this fight not going nearly as well for Lightweight, if you couldn't tell.
Really good fight for Dace. Unless the Dark Ranger dies. Oh my
Which it does. That Banish combo pretty strong, and
Yes,
actually
staff.
Priestess of the Moon gonna be
Staff it.
staffed. Yeah, no teleportation on the Pandarian Brewmaster right now, and cannot go ultimate either, so this is gonna be a really weak Panda. He's going to be very careful that he doesn't lose that as well.
He needs to run. Please run. Run with everything.
He's just gonna go for Mass Cyclone now, until he can buy time.
That works. Alright, overall, it's still a good fight for Dace.
He's got to work on this, keeping the Dark Ranger thing alive, but...
He does, but he's got a much better army right now. He's got more gold. Lightweight's not even really mining much. He's mining out of...
2 mines.
But he's at 55, so...
He's got to go back up to 80.
Yeah, he can't go back to 50 right now.
And look how fearsome these hippos are leading the fight. And we're going to... What is
Oh,
that? That
wow.
Chimera is going down.
No, it's not.
That was lucky.
Lucky.
Yep, so
Oh,
this
good.
is a point, though, where that Dark Ranger would be incredibly helpful to use Silence on the Paladin, because you really want to lead with that.
That Mountain King can literally solo this whole army right now, including
Yeah.
the heroes.
Easily.
Dace needs to leave this fight.
He
TP
doesn't
out.
have a TP.
Oh gosh.
which means that we're going to see that nice staff there, actually.
Wow,
Really
that was
beautiful.
really good.
But now this, no, bad time to use Panda's ultimate. Bad time to use Panda's ultimate. So the reason he should not have used Panda's ultimate there is because it means he can no longer staff. He should staff the priestess first.
Should've.
Although he might have saved the chimp with the Panda staff. I don't know.
And here comes
That
the
wouldn't have
tank.
been the best move. But yeah, so now Lightweight's probably going to go ahead and clean up Dase with the tanks. I like that Dase just sent this weak knight over to
That's
Lightweight's
solid,
expansion.
yeah. That's
Very
great.
heads-up move on his part. But
that's
Dase really
cool
doesn't seem to
player.
have a very coherent army at this point. He's got a
No.
very heavy AA, which he has absolutely no need for at the moment.
And I can't believe Lightweight hasn't gotten some breakers.
I can't believe this Chimera is still running around with 16 HP.
It's one of those, like, it's in your control group and you just
Yep.
forget to heal it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we are seeing some Cyclone heroes, and that is helpful, but as you can see also, they get like one hit by the Mountain King.
He could have saved that tree. He should have uprooted it. And it would have, you know, attacked. It's helpful against tanks.
Yeah, you know.
This panda might die. No, Mountain King that made mana. Okay.
I like the Blood Mage choice here for Lightweight, though. I mean, there's obviously a lot of cons to not getting your Archmage, but he is microing it very well and making it very effective.
Yeah, I think if you go Mountain King and Paladin, Blood Mage is hard to use, but if you can use it well, I think it's better than an Archmage third in this situation.
Probably so.
Just
And
that combo with Banish is so good, and you can always have mana on your heroes.
and this
with
map
the
is
second
not
mana.
something that is crucial for mass TP. I mean, it's obviously helpful, but it's not going to be as helpful as a larger map.
Yeah, they're not playing on Ragnarok or anything.
Well, it could be. Maybe
They're
this
not.
is a dream and it's inception.
I, I,
You have no answer for that. That's what I
I
thought.
don't- you got me speechless.
Basically, I win.
I don't know if that's winning.
Nope, it is.
Okay.
So, Dase's going to go ahead and say that he can't help but like StarCraft 2 better, as he mines out the remainder of his natural. Or he's going to save 210 gold.
StarCraft 2 is not as fun. I'm sorry.
No. Although I do like the pro scene surrounding it, but
I like the storyline. I mean, I know people don't really play campaigns when you play online all the time, but the storyline was good. Anyways, Warcraft's more fun. Just keep playing Warcraft.
And
Hashtag
if-
FML.
if you ever leave, we're going to have to hunt you down.
Yeah.
Because those that go to StarCraft are no longer allowed, and they can no longer be allowed to live. And if anybody's listening to this, I'm just kidding.
I went to StarCraft, but I came back.
Yeah.
I
Probably
think
because you couldn't find hunts in it.
that I literally complained about that almost every day. Anyways,
I was gonna say, so this could be a very bad fight for Dase right now. He's clumping up all of his chimeras right over the tanks. In fact, he's gonna go ahead and move them even more over the tanks. Panda
God.
is doing serious damage to the tanks as we speak, though, but can't help but feel like this is a losing battle for Dase. Dase seems to think that as well. He is getting out of here, but he's going to lose a lot, and we're going to see this Dark Ranger get very low as well. Fortunately, TP's out before it can die for the fourth consecutive time, but all the Hippogriffs die.
though.
Not a huge deal. What?
Priest of the Moon died.
Yeah. But that's constantly dying as well. And honestly, not even that important anymore.
Yes,
That'd-
it is. True shot level 3 with chimeras is important against tanks.
They're going to die when they're over the tanks in 5 hits or 5 hits. If Dase doesn't feel like moving them away from the tanks, it's not going to make a big difference.
I agree, but you can kill the tanks faster. Anyways, one breath. Oh god.
I was going to say, there you go. That's your most important one. And, oof, this Blood Mage actually getting pretty low here. Blood Mage does go down, cannot staff it or heal it in time. Nice silence on the Paladin right now, and this is actually going in Dase's favor now. Certainly wasn't earlier, but he has decided to go pretty much pure Chimeras, which much better strategy against tanks and a bunch of Hippogriffs. And
Yeah, definitely.
interesting to see how much damage this Phoenix will do, though. It is certainly doing a good bit here. Dragonhawk Rider entangling it. So as well as this is going for Dase, I still feel like with only 95 gold, he is not in good shape. Does have one of his expansions up finally with 4 Wisps in it. but Lightweight continuing to have a pretty commanding lead in my opinion at this point, just trying to chip away and get as many chimeras as he can to take out all of the DPS that Dase does have.
Yeah, now that nighttime's about to end, I don't think Dase can hold on. His moon walls are almost all empty. And once that happens, when you're fighting tanks with chims, it's pretty tough.
It is indeed. And looks like Dase continuing to say he doesn't like Warcraft 3.
Yeah.
And you don't get punished for your mistakes enough.
StarCraft 2 is pretty unforgivable. But that's because there's not heroes, which makes it less fun. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about StarCraft 2.
Oh, there we go.
It's entertaining.
No, that was a good game. Very fast-paced. Probably not the best macro game we've seen, but...
No. There's a lot of things players did wrong, but they had a lot of action, and it kind of predictable. I mean, Lightweight won, and he spawned in the best location, and he utilized his location the whole game. So...
And you can actually see, it didn't feel like it during the game, but Lightweight had a massive gold advantage here. He mined 14k more than Dase, who's second, and lost 9,000 more to upkeep. So it really didn't feel during the game like he had that big of an advantage, but I would say he definitely did, and that certainly helped contribute to it. Also, nice micro, I mean, good hero combination, took advantage of what he could, and that's what a good free-for-all player will do.
Right. He was getting teamed early, inadvertently, and he held on, and once he held on and he established those 4 gold mines with the tower coverage, he was in a perfect position to win the game. So he was pretty much always mining from 1 gold mine more than the other players, and Humans7ar, I have to say, played really well for his position, but he couldn't ever get gold mines. I mean, even taking the bottom right corner, he was still a gold mine behind. So I don't know.
Yeah, it was a good idea in theory, but he may have been better served by trying to break out on somebody and hoping... Well, I guess he did kind of try to break out on Dase. It just didn't work out that well.
Well, it did work. He was about to kill Dase, and Lightweight went and started killing him. So...
Yeah, it generally works out better when you actually take him out earlier, though, before your opponent has taken the other opponent out.
Yeah.
That kind of defeats the purpose.
Most definitely.
Alright, well, thank you for casting this with me, Mog. Who are your opponents in round 5 of FML so we can root you on?
Who am I playing? Wait for it. Oh, I'm playing Yane, Persuade, and someone else. I can't think of the 4th player right now.
Not even studying.
Well, they're not even listed, the match, like the scheduling.
Yeah, we can blame more packs for that. Oh, okay.
Just
so...
like how Tyrant gets forgotten in the game.
Too true, but he's actually pretty close to first place right now.
I know.
Alright.
Now he's already got 30,000 gold. Okay.
Well, we will